Misam. M-I-S-A-M. When we go to the book of Exodus 14, verse 2, he says, this month shall be the month of your beginnings. That means, oh Shadaba, God can come to you regardless which period of the calendar and say, we are now beginning your month, your year, your season, your time. That season was called the month of Abib. And God explained to Moses why. He says, because this is the month you shall see the deliverance of God. Now, deliverance, your beginning cannot come before your deliverance. Your starting point cannot start without your deliverance. That's why the Bible says the first thing that you will observe or derive from Zion is that in Zion there shall be deliverance. Before you can possess your possessions, there must be deliverance. It's in the book of Obadiah. I think it's 1 verse 19 or 17. You can check it there. He says, in Zion there shall be deliverance. What is Zion? Zion is the city of the living God. Zion is the headquarters of Elohim. It's the highest point in the heavens, the highest of the highest heavens. It is the government seat of God, the legislative seat of God, the judicial seat of God, the authoritative seat of God, the headquarters. It is where the throne room is. It is where the mercy seat is. It is where God governs. It is where God decrees. It is where God speaks. But the first thing in Zion, you can't be a partaker or a habitant of Zion while you are in chains. You can't worship God while you are a slave. God does not delight in praises and worship of slaves. God delights in the worship of a free man. That's why the first thing he did, they say, let my people go, that we might go and worship him. But we can't worship, oh Shadabaha, we can't worship him while we are still slaves. You can't worship the Lord while you are still bound, while you are still pulling chains in your legs, while your hands are still tied, while your mind is still blinded. You can't. The first in Zion is deliverance. And when you are free, you can exercise your mind. Because the deliverance of God is not just the spiritual deliverance, it is the deliverance of the mind, the deliverance of the soul, the transformation of how you think. So as you think it, so you are. You can't become what you do not think. You are defined by your thoughts. So if true deliverance has to come, it cannot just be spiritual. It must become that changes